The information contained in this YouTube video and the resources available in the links below is not intended as and shall not be understood or construed as financial advice. We are not attorneys, accountants, or financial advisors, nor are we holding ourselves out to be, and the information contained is not a substitute for financial advice from a professional who is aware of the facts and circumstances of your individual situation. We have done our best to ensure that the information provided on this channel and the resources available are accurate and provide valuable information. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through this show should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information.
In short, only blame yourself if you lose money. Thank you.
So then, man, China's taking over in the Bitcoin scene. They're making some headwind and changing the game up a little bit.
That's the word on the street. So I think they're going to be a big player coming up soon.
I do think it's also
more successful.
I think it's very overhyped too. It's
heard about it.
The crypto space is full of storylines.
It certainly is.
There's no storyline better to bring the price down than to talk about China.
It's not full of state government issued cryptocurrencies from a communist country, is it? Unless I'm mistaken.
No, you're not. You're not. But
I wasn't sure, but thank you.
I just don't.
But
number one,
I don't.
It's not taking over Bitcoin, bottom line.
We'll see about that.
And there's only one way to solve this debate, so let's get to the intro.
So, Roots, can I ask you a question, Mr. Crypto Wizard? I will admit you've got a lot of knowledge in the crypto space, trading and whatnot. I'll give you that much.
I do.
See, now you can't even be gracious about it. But in any case, do you know what the Chinese cryptocurrency that is the state-backed or issued cryptocurrency coming out from China? You know what it's called? Any idea?
China coin?
No. So okay, cool. I was just seeing if you had if you knew.
No. I really don't know. I really don't know, and I really don't care.
Okay.
Because Trump is going to cut that.
Yes.
Trump is going to cut it down with the quickness. He's going to be like, no.
You're bored?
No. He's going to cut it off.
Gotcha.
He's going to cut it off.
Okay.
If Facebook can't launch a cryptocurrency, best believe Trump's going to do all he can do to ruin China's cryptocurrency.
Facebook is a U.S. company, number one. Number two, you and I both know what they were trying to launch was not a cryptocurrency by any stretch of the imagination.
And you believe that China's going to be one.
It's not whether I believe it. It's whether or not you believe what they're putting out from the official government of China, which I do.
You believe anything you hear on the news, bro. Anything. You know what? Hold on, wait. I got something for you. Hold on.
You are fake news, sir. Nobody.
That's what you are, man.
Nothing but fake news doesn't make it fake news.
You're nothing but fake news. You're about to give us nothing but fake news right now. I already know it.
I just want our viewers to understand what's coming down the pipe. That's all. That's what we're here for. We say we're edutainment, right? You know, we argue back and forth and it's entertaining, but I'm really here to provide the viewers with some real content that they can use and avoid the oncoming slaughter that's coming to Bitcoin. Just saying. Just saying. If you trust in what I'm about to say, listen up. So
if you trust what he's going to say, I'm going to let you know right now. What he's giving to you,
you are fake news, sir.
How long did it take you to come up with that, Roots?
Oh, why you like?
I'm just asking. Is that a fair question? Well, let's
go ahead. Give your information, man.
I do believe. Well, this is not what I believe.
He does believe.
You are fake news, sir.
If you could turn that down for just a moment, I want to start with this real quick. So first of all, let me back up. Let me go and lay out my theory. So I believe that when what China's going to do, when their state or government issued crypto comes out, they're going to intentionally, now I don't know the mechanics of this, but they're going to subvert the price of Bitcoin and get people that money into that crypto. And it's not for, are you okay over there? You look like something's wrong.
Man.
I'm just asking, because you look like you're distressed right now.
You are fake news.
I'm going to limit how many times you can play that in this recording.
Oh, you gonna get that?
No, I'm
You
just
gonna
saying.
get that because you're over here giving the crypto space fake news. Like, come on, man. Like,
I'm just saying it makes sense. You're talking about a government that relies on surveillance. Do you think they're going to let their people participate in anything that's going to let them subvert any ability to surveil you? Absolutely not. That country already has a literal social credit like score in place. A social credit score. This is the cryptocurrencies thing they've been waiting on. Now so let me pull up my screen share here and let me know when you can see all these wonderful articles. And then again, just a real quick search for the
all
view.
your
This wasn't anything. Listen, this is just something I really yes, the .net articles I found here. I'll show you the articles. So let me lay it out for you. This is just a little example. This just happened a couple of days ago. China's central bank, Shanghai unit, officially announces to crack down on crypto. Here's another one real quick. And that's from The Block. And we know that's a reputable source. China dampens blockchain fever with cryptocurrency trading.
Oh, by the South China Morning Post. Wow.
Listen, for what
that's exactly what I want to hear. By China themselves.
I just did a written listen. This is easy. Look, it's not like I made these up. You can easily go and research this. I'm not going to waste time doing that because I trust that our viewers are smart enough to realize that. But these are real quick searches that I just did on a theory that I've had in research for a while. But look, these are things that they're putting in place. I believe that China is all for crypto because it's a really good tool to surveil people. You could track what you're doing. I mean, come on. We've already said Bitcoin is not as private as we think. We've now started to realize that, correct? Would you agree with that, Roots?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when their crypto, by the way, which is, let me pull up a little history on that for you since you weren't too sure. I just want to make sure. I was actually.
Buy Monero, by the way. A little Monero shield.
So China's crypto is called DCEP. It's going to be put out by People's Bank of China. So that's when that comes out in the next probably 6 months here. I believe that you're going to start to see Bitcoin's price start to tank. And I think it's going to be caused by this coin. I think this cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not saying it will overtake Bitcoin immediately, but I do think that they're going to subvert the price in order to get people to get on to crypto. And if you're a government, you've got enough money and enough know-how and enough control power, I guess I could say, to do that easily. You can literally look at how China's been navigating the whole blockchain technology. Well, first they banned it, and I don't believe the ban was because they didn't like it. I think that when it came out, they wanted to slow down any adoption or anyone in the country getting involved into it until they could really research to understand the potential. And okay, cool. So let's get in front of this. We'll create our own. So then you saw the ban come off. Okay, well, it's okay to mine crypto in the country. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now you've got the majority of crypto Bitcoin miners, 70% I believe it is, in China. So if that's not control right there, okay, well, maybe you say, well, that doesn't matter. Fine. Now they're coming out with their own crypto and they're saying, well, blockchain technology is great. Now the president officially has said that, has come out and said that, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Blockchain technology. Well, that's weird because they were trying to ban it when it first came out. Kind of strange. But okay, we're okay with it now. Oh wait, we're gonna bring our own out. And you think that Bitcoin, the one that's going to let people in their country circumvent their surveillance, you think that's going to fly with how what's the word I'm looking for? Censored the information already is over there in that country. You absolutely believe that?
Yeah.
Okay. I also finish when I said they have the ability
to
the Bitcoin price. So I was just doing a little bit of research. No big deal. Let's pull it up here. I was just wondering what the second largest GDP in the world is. Let's see. China. Can you see it on screen there?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
And
Can you
hold
read
on,
number
hold
4?
on, here's the thing. What's
I'm
number
just
one?
curious. Does that say trillion?
What's number one?
My screen, my mouse is broken. I can't get it to scroll up.
I'm pretty sure it's Qatar.
What's that?
Qatar.
United States, sir.
United States?
Yes,
Oh, you're talking about GDP. Okay. It's just
Correct.
specific GDP. Okay.
So I'm just saying.
So yeah, with the United States being number
States
one, that's a pretty big that's a pretty big difference. 20.49 versus what? Go up to China again?
13.4.
You got 7 trillion on China.
It's about whose is bigger here, Byron. We're not arguing that. We know the United States wins. But we are saying China here, they got a little potential to do something. And let's not say that it's not, you're acting like it's impossible. It makes
But you're saying the number one. You're saying the number one GDP, the number 3, the number 4, the number 5, the number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's all going to go against China. Ethereum, Cardano, Monero, Reserve, Dogecoin, Dragon Chain, all have the ability to take over Bitcoin. You've got over 3,000 coins. You've got over 3,000 coins. That is the next Bitcoin. I'm sorry, China is not the next Bitcoin. It's not taking over Bitcoin. I'm sorry, it's too late.
A lot of information about the DCEP. That's what it's called, DCEP. That's China's crypto they're launching. But they already have said it will be pegged to gold. So it's going to be tied to a real world asset. That is going to instill a lot of trust in a lot of people to be like, oh, okay, this thing's legit. Right now, yes, you and I and most likely our viewers are smart enough to realize.
No, you're telling me, you're telling me the people around the world is going to trust the Chinese currency.
Are you telling me you don't?
Did you just say that? Like, did you just say, oh, it's backed by gold, so we're going to trust China? Nobody, even their own people, don't even trust China. So,
you know what? There's still a large population of people in this country that still think the dollar is backed by gold. There's still a lot of people who believe that. They don't know. So in a country where the information is highly censored, where people are still thinking that our currency is backed by some precious metal, dude, that's going to be huge. It's just about public opinion. We know it's not about who's got the better, even really the best system or the best crypto network or the best cryptocurrency. It's about how you get whoever gets it adopted the fastest. And this is one way to do it.
like, there's a lot of things that come into play.
I truly think
that makes your market cap higher than the other. Like, are they going to truly get rid of the yuan?
Maybe we'll get all our money on the maybe.
Then we can talk. If they truly get rid of the yuan,
it might be. You don't.
We can talk. But if they're not ready to get rid of the yuan, this is going to be the biggest joke. Not to mention all the top developers outside of China in the world will be trying to attack that blockchain. And if that blockchain is not on point, it's not something you can make in 6 months, something you can make in 3 months and be like, yeah, we got this thing. That blockchain will be attacked by all kinds of sorts and ways.
That's correct.
And if it gets attacked and screwed, don't you think that could be the next war?
We're sitting here talking about maybe if, when, possibly if they, but I'm giving the viewers real facts, things that are happening.
I guarantee this isn't. Hold on. This isn't fake news.
And they build a
this isn't,
and guy trips and a list. No, I'm not doing any of that speculation stuff here.
This isn't fake news.
Every
developer tries. There's developers that try to hack Bitcoin.
I understand. You're talking about why.
There's developers that try to hack Monero. And there's
that.
developers that have hacked Ethereum.
Can I just point out one thing real quick?
So if you don't think that China, being the number 2 GDP in the world, is not going to get attempted to be attacked and take all their money, which probably America would be the one to do it, just because we're in a little war and a bash right now, you think that it better be on point. because if not, they will crash the heck out of that economy by attacking them.
Number one, let me back up and point out, I do believe it'll be on point. I think it'll function as good as. This is not something they just said, oh, let's make a crypto yesterday, and somebody came up with a real quick code. They've been working on this for years, and I do believe it's been tried. Bro, you're talking about a government, one of the second large. You're talking about a superpower. You really think you're gonna put out some low quality, untested, unproven crypto? Like, come on now. I feel
Absolutely.
like we have to argue
Absolutely,
that
because I think it would have been leaked out by now. Somebody would have leaked it out.
God, that person probably wouldn't be alive anymore if they got.
That's okay. There's plenty of people that died in China.
I'm just saying. Business,
So,
man, you gotta make it happen. That's my theory. I'm just saying, like, they've got the structure in place, they've got the money, they've got the capability.
how do you know they got the structure? Like I said, once
They've
again,
got the miners. They've got 70% of the miners in China. That gives you some control.
that's for, I don't know. Can't give it to you. Can't give that to you.
Okay. So you're just here.
Main reason everything that you read to me, everything that you talked to me about is nothing but, once again, as we talked in previous episodes, just another storyline and get you to sell your Bitcoin. Because all that is nothing but
Bitcoin, by the way.
just a bunch of fake news. As Trump likes to say, fake news.
Man, you really are quoting Trump a lot. That's weird.
Well, I mean, he's just a term.
You are fake news.
I disagree with you. I'm just seeing the next 6 months, but I'm just saying, man, watch out. If these viewers listen, do your own research. I'm not here. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future. Bruce thinks he is. I will admit to you, I'm not.
Oh my God, you're not him. But I know one thing that you are.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead.
No, not to the fake news part. I'm correct.
So, I mean,
do I have a valid point here? Do you really think they're just going to roll this crypto out? And all right, guys, do with it what you will.
It is extremely.
This is not even. Can I point out one more thing? Yes, you could say, well, look at all these other countries, Venezuela, all these other countries that have rolled out of crypto that they use. You're talking about countries with hyperinflation. Their currencies are not worth anything. This is not that for China. That they don't have that problem. Why else would they be doing this? Those other countries that have cryptos going right now that are competing against those actual currencies for those countries have major economic problems. Not saying China is worry-free, but they're not in that category. So why are they doing this?
They're doing it, obviously. You and I both know they're doing it to take the world. Kind of, they're on some pinky and brain type shit.
I mean,
and if you believe that the whole world would switch from the dollar to their cryptocurrency,
you know
what they do to their people, what they do to their money, and everybody knows it, is China the place that everybody wants to go? No. So why would you support that ideal? Why would you support their ideals? Why would you support their money? It's not going to happen.
In control, saying yes, I sign off on this. No, listen. Then ask the same thing of the businesses that reside in the United States that are over there trying to get that sweet, sweet yuan from those Chinese people. Does that sound bad? Hope not, because it wasn't meant to be that way. But they're trying to get their money. It did sound bad. Love everybody. But they're trying to get that money. It's an untapped market. They're trying to get in there and get that money. That's why. It's not about what you want. It's about, and I'm not saying this is right. We've had conversation offline. I don't subscribe to all of this. But at the end of the day, those CEOs, those managers, all those people, those big corporations, those shareholders, they want returns. They want that business to grow. They want to see that money. They want to see that we're even 20% better than we were last year. We overshot our targets. And you know how to do that? We're saturated here in the U.S. The second largest GDP in the world. We don't really have a presence there. I wonder what we could do. Again, this isn't me saying this. You can just research this. NBA. There's lots of large corporations that are going over there to get that money. So you're telling me that that's not an issue. Clearly, someone's looking. Clearly not you. Roots. I know. Oh, ain't you.
Can you stay kind of? You are fake news, sir.
You notice
Bro,
that the only thing
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Figures, numbers. He's got a clip that says fake news.
All right. So since you know everything about China, you know the news, you know everything that's going to go on. What is your timeline? What is your timeline from the day it gets released that it takes over Bitcoin? Do you think that just happens right away and bam, it's already taken over?
Of course not. And let me back up and say one more thing. I didn't say this was, you talked about, oh yeah, everyone's just going to follow suit and do what they say. Of course not. Do you think it's going to be you think this is a plan that they posted on Reddit so somebody could like review? Like, what are you thinking here? This is. It
wouldn't surprise me one bit. Being in this crypto space for what, since 2013, 6 years now? It wouldn't surprise me if they backed out of it and it was just a plan to get the price of Bitcoin lower. Because it's been done before. They banned it. Yeah, they unbanned it. They have a cryptocurrency. They don't have a cryptocurrency. Like, I don't believe anything more that China says. So they're fake news.
On blockchain technology. Oh, but
yes, I don't believe anything that comes out of China as far as what they're going to do and what they're not going to do, because they have a bad track history of what they'll do with blockchain.
Those are tactics to delay what the ultimate goal is. That's just stall tactics to say, oh,
we don't know. We'll see. For a second,
it's good, but if it's this blockchain, not that one, this one's bad. This one's good. You can use this one. This one, if you use, you might not like. Just saying.
Once again,
what you will.
Once again, we do not agree on this subject. We probably never will agree on this subject until the actual day it comes out.
Real quick,
and that's when I will say that I was right again.
Last from my
what?
Last from my timeline. You mean
your timeline. What's your timeline?
How rude.
One quick answer. No, just what's your timeline? What do you think?
4 years.
4 years.
It's not going to be. It's not. Fair enough.
So there you have it. 4 years, apparently, according to them, China will be the #1 cryptocurrency in all of the world. I think he's nothing but fake news. He's nothing but FUD. If you agree with them, please write in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Obviously, I know you agree with me because we're all holding Bitcoin. All the top developers in the world are all about Bitcoin, and those developers will attack the hell out of the Chinese DCEP, whatever you want to call it. DCEP. Either way, I don't feel that China is going to take over.
No, you're right.
That is. So once again, I want to thank Ledger for sponsoring this video. Get your 30% off of your Ledger in the link below. Keep your crypto off the exchange.
Yes, please.
If you decide to get into your Chinese crypto, hey, I'm sure they'll have their own ledger, but I can't guarantee you this ledger will work if you use the Chinese crypto. But for all your Bitcoin holdings and all your altcoin holdings, click on the link below and get yourself a ledger. Until next time, if you have a subject you would like us to debate on, write in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for the notification of the next video. I'm your host, B Roots.
I'm Dem.
And till next time, have a good one.
Peace.